Okay, you know the feeling. You've got a huge project, a massive deadline is breathing down your neck, and then, bam, you're hit with this sudden, overwhelming urge to alphabetize your spice rack. Today, we're going to get into exactly why your brain tricks you into feeling productive when you're actually just avoiding the one thing you really need to do.
So let's dive right in. This little habit we all have, it actually has a name. And just knowing what it's called is, believe it or not, the first step to getting back in control.
I mean, does this feel familiar? That big report is due tomorrow, the presentation isn't going to build itself, but just look at that bookshelf. It's a total mess. How could you possibly focus until it's perfectly organized by color and author, right? Yeah, that feeling, that's exactly what we're talking about today.
And look, here's some good news. If this sounds like you, you're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're just doing something called structured procrastination. All it is picking an easy, fake task to make yourself feel productive while you're actually dodging the real and probably much scarier one.
So, what is going on inside your head when this happens? Well, it really boils down to this fundamental conflict, kind of like a neurological tug-of-war between two very different parts of your brain.
This pretty much breaks it down perfectly. See, on one side, you've got your limbic system. Just think of it as the impulsive toddler inside your head that wants what feels good right now. But on the other side, you've got your prefrontal cortex. That's the rational planner. It's the adult in the room, trying to focus on long-term goals and rewards that come later.
And here is where the problem starts. When you look at that big, complex, maybe even kind of scary project, your limbic system totally freaks out. It doesn't see an opportunity, it sees a threat, a big source of stress and uncertainty. And its first reaction is to find an escape route to something, anything, that's easier and feels good immediately.
So this battle raging inside your brain, it creates this very specific thing that scientists have identified. They call it the intention-action gap.
This is really the heart of it all. The intention-action gap is that super frustrating space between what we know we should be doing and what we actually end up doing. You intend to write that report, but you act on organizing your email inbox. That gap, well, that's where procrastination lives.
And this whole thing creates a pretty vicious cycle. First, you face the big task. Then your limbic system starts screaming for relief, so you choose an easy, fake task instead. You do it, and you get this little chemical reward for it, which feels great. But the big task, oh, it's still just sitting there waiting for you.
You know, it's so important to understand what that feeling of accomplishment from tidying your desk really is. It's not the deep satisfaction of a job well done. It's something we can call relief dopamine. It's just a quick, cheap hit of a feel-good chemical your brain gives you, not for achieving something important, but for successfully avoiding stress.
Okay, so we're trapped in this dopamine-fueled cycle of avoidance. I know it sounds a little grim, but it's not. Understanding the trap is the absolute key to getting out of it. So how do we actually win this war?
And you know the best part is? You don't need some complex new system or another productivity app. The most powerful tool you have is just recognizing the behavior when it's happening. The real power is in that moment when you catch yourself red-handed.
This is the mantra. This is the one thought you need to hold on to. You have to consciously make the decision to stop trading your big, important, long-term goals for that cheap, short-term hit of relief dopamine. It's all about choosing the real reward over the fake one. So here's the practical thing you can do. The next time you feel that pull to start some small, unimportant task when a big one is looming, just pause. Stop for a second and ask yourself this one simple question. Is what I'm about to do a real task that actually moves my goals forward, or is it a fake one that's just designed to make me feel better right now? That moment of awareness, it's everything. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. What's your personal brand of structured procrastination? Is it cleaning? Is it answering emails you could answer later? Maybe it's doing research on something you don't even need to know yet? Just identifying your go-to fake task. That's the very first step to finally closing that intention-action gap for good.